If you're thinking about replacing your furnace with a high efficiency furnace, watch this video before you make that choice, as it will give you some insight as to the pros and cons. So with that, let's jump right into it. Today's video is brought to you by Mr. Cool, America's #1 choice for quality, affordable DIY HVAC equipment. So #1 on our list is going to be cost. So to give you a ballpark average of how much a standard efficiency furnace is to replace, if you were just going to replace your furnace like for like, you're looking to spend about $3,000 to $5,000 depending on your area. It could be a little bit cheaper than that, could be a little bit more expensive. Now, if you're thinking about going from a standard efficiency to a high efficiency, there's several things to keep in mind here. Now, before we get into that, I just want to talk about the differences here. So if you have a standard efficiency furnace, you're going to see a metal vent that's coming out of your furnace, probably 4-inch. It could be a flex vent or a solid vent. And that's how you can determine if it's a quote unquote standard efficiency. That means that 80% of the gas that you send into that furnace is burnt up, and 20% of it is going out of the exterior of the home. Now, a high efficiency furnace is anything that's above 90%, and it's going to have PVC venting. And the reason for that is because a high efficiency furnace uses 90 to 96% of that fuel, and only about 4% of that exits your home, and it condensates water as a result. So because of that condensation, those require to have PVC venting. So you'll see PVC venting if you already have one of those. Now, with that being said, if you already have one, that's kind of the route that I would recommend going, is just putting in a high efficiency furnace. But I wanted to talk about if you have a standard and you're looking to convert it, if it's worth going that route if you already have a standard efficiency furnace. Now, since there's these new components like the PVC venting that have to be added, that can present a real challenge if you're converting from a standard efficiency to a high efficiency. If your furnace is centrally located in the home, that can really present a challenge labor-wise, getting that PVC venting all the way out. So price-wise, you're looking at a minimum of $6,000 to probably closer to $12,000 to do all of the labor and replace your standard efficiency with a high efficiency furnace. Now, this is where it gets a little bit dicey. You're going to spend a lot of money up front, just like you would with a tankless water heater or solar, and you're going to wait for that money savings to come back to you as you're saving money month over month. But there's a few things to consider, and that brings us into #2, which is longevity. So a standard efficiency furnace just has less components. It doesn't have any condensate water, so that's one less thing you have to worry about. And honestly, one of the biggest issues with high efficiency furnaces is the condensate water. If it's leaking out of the furnace or it's causing sensors to trip and not allowing the furnace to run, that's a really common thing that you just don't have to worry about with a standard efficiency furnace. So if you go with the high efficiency, you can expect later on down the road to have more service calls than a standard efficiency furnace. And typically the cost of things on that furnace is going to be a little bit higher because it's kind of a higher tiered furnace. Not to mention the fact that you have 2 heat exchangers and there's just more components on a high efficiency furnace. So it's just something to keep in mind. Now, this is where picking the right brand and picking the right contractor to do the work is critical. If you're concerned about warranty, just make sure you talk to the contractor up front. Make sure they're a good company that's going to be around in 10 years. If you pick a small contractor, they might not even be around to service that equipment and honor that warranty. Now, I have a high efficiency furnace in my home, and I kind of said in previous videos that I wasn't going to do that. We do have sponsor deals where they send us equipment and we install it for promotion. And so far, I haven't had any issues with my 96% furnace. I've been loving it so far, and it's paying for itself month over month in energy savings. Now, the third thing that I want to briefly talk about is the noise level. So something that a lot of people don't think about is how much noise these furnaces are creating. Now, an 80% furnace has an open face, meaning the flame is right there and you can hear it. If it's close to sleeping quarters, it could very well keep you up at night. Whereas a 96% furnace is all completely sealed. That combustion area, everything is sealed, and if it's done right, it has the intake and exhaust venting running outside. So the noise level is substantially less with a high efficiency furnace. So just something to keep in mind there. So with all of that being said, it's really your choice as to which of these you want to do. And if you already have a high efficiency furnace, I recommend just putting back what's in there. It's already got everything there for the venting. But if you have a standard efficiency furnace and say you want to rent that space out, I think the amount of savings that you're going to expect is minimal when you're putting it in a rental, and you really just don't want to have to fool with it. You just want to do regular maintenances on it. I would recommend going with a standard efficiency furnace. But if you're looking to save money year over year and you're going to stay in that house for decades, maybe the high efficiency furnace is worth it. But overall, a standard efficiency furnace is just going to give you less problems. Now, I will say that lack of maintenance is a huge contributor to having to call a service technician and look at that furnace. If you're doing regular maintenance on it, even if you're doing it yourself, cleaning the flame sensor, just making sure the cabinet is nice, the blower is clean, making sure that your filters are clean, those are all critical aspects of keeping that furnace running for as long as possible. Well, guys, that is my take on a standard efficiency and a high efficiency furnace. Take it for what it is, and I hope it helps you make an informed decision. Now, a lot of times when you're replacing your furnace, it's more cost effective to replace the coil and the AC at the same time. So I wanted to mention abilityrefrigerants.com. This is an awesome resource to know about if you're replacing your HVAC system and you have a long enough line set that you have to add refrigerant. Now, you do have to have your EPA certificate to purchase refrigerant from abilityrefrigerants.com. I've got some videos that walk you through how to do that in our membership section, so make sure and check it out and see how you can get your EPA certificate. A lot of times you just need a little bit of refrigerant to top off the lines, and Ability Refrigerant sells as small as a 2-pound cylinder, so you can top it off and you're ready to go. Now, if you want to see some full furnace replacement videos, as well as one where we converted it to a 96% furnace, I'll leave those linked right there, and I hope you find them helpful. Until next time, you guys be safe. Later.